Welcome back to another fucking reshoot because my camera decided 8 minutes into a recording session that it could no longer understand the card. I hate this so much. Especially as the joke I made at the beginning of the first one was how I keep leaving this, recording these things kinda late in the day. It's not even later in the day. Because the recording doesn't exist. Because it didn't save. Because of course it didn't save. It's deciding partway through that it can't understand the memory card. I'm fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Let's go and talk about some days. Because it is day of the day. And this is what we do here. Is we talk about what this one website says the days of the days are. And again! If I miss anything, blame them. Because it's not... I'm just reading. I'm just reading what they wrote and then doing some jokes around it or doing something about it, which obviously, considering I'm doing it late and considering this is a reshoot, I'm not doing anything specific with it. My screen's died. That's going to be back up in the next shot, because I kind of need it to be there to be able to read what's there. There's it gone to blue, because I don't know why, but that monitor goes to blue after it's gone to sleep. Then goes back to black. Strange, isn't it? I'm going to actually stop. I'm going to stop going on and actually start the video. First up, National Free BSD Day. Apparently an old operating system. I imagine it's been since very much outdated or made obsolete. But all early operating systems, I mean all modern operating systems build on what there is. That's the nature of computing. It's like we very rarely scrap everything. It's like, well, we take what works and put them in. And I learned something somewhere in the educational system where I was doing computing. I just don't know what that is. I have some base knowledge on how to do some things, but I'm definitely not good enough at any of it to do anything myself. Not anything I'd want to do anyway, because everything I want to do is kind of big. I've got a lot of big, ambitious ideas that I probably shouldn't start with, which is why I'm occasionally writing a card game before I think about doing video games too much, because I think the card game is maybe more in my wheelhouse at the moment. Also, I can do a lot more writing of a card game on my own, as much as I am very much open to suggestions of the vein. But I can very much write it, the bulk of it, on my own, as much as I'll need other people to play test it. But writing my own is perfectly doable. It's the same as this. Like, I want to do sketches and all sorts of stuff when we come to the new year, and aren't doing this as a building block, and that will require other people. Writing the stuff, coming up with the ideas, I can do, but it will require other people because I can't just do everything myself, unfortunately. Oh, unfortunately, people are great. Well, some people are great, some people are awful, and we'll get to that. It is National Garfield the Cat Day as well, so get your Garfs in, be it through the actual comic, one of the movies of which I have both of the Bill Murray movies, which I think the second one is much better, and a weird animated one because they all came together in a box set, and that's the thing that I decided to buy at some point, probably just for the second one, honestly, because the first one's not very good, and I don't even remember what the animated one is about, which is probably a good sign. And then of course there is all the cursed, let's say, Garfield artwork that the internet has produced over the last year or so, which is so impressive, but I have to ask why you come up with these things, why you do these things. It's like, it's what always the weirdest things that come out of the internet, and sometimes it's really impressive. No, it's always really impressive, but sometimes it's horrifying, sometimes it's just bizarre, and sometimes it's quite lewd, which I'm 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess. The question is which 2, eh? Yeah, right, okay. But clarifying, we all got that. Our next day is Juneteenth, which actually that's the one benefit of having to reshoot this, is having a better idea how to pronounce that, or at least having a better go at pronouncing that. It is the anniversary of, I assume, the American abolishment of slavery, which is very much a good thing, as much as it then did lead to a civil war because some people weren't happy about that fact for some fucking reason, because people are stupid. And again, we're proving in the modern age that people are stupid. Racism still exists, based on the back of that, and we're still dealing with that, and people are very much dealing with that at the moment. So again, as always, all the love and support and everything that's involved for doing that. And yeah, stupidity of how people are handling the whole virus thing. Because it's still a thing! You know how you're still having a social distance now? They're opening all the stores, which they shouldn't be doing. But they're opening all the stores and still have to social distance. Shut up! It's because it's still a thing. You very much should be still just staying inside. I don't know why the government has decided to not be, stop being lax and stop being thing. Just stay the fuck inside. I heard an advert earlier that was going, come to our, we got our stores are reopened and we're having sale going on. Come on, and like, no, that's not a good thing at the moment. I would be more impressed if a company come up on their head. Hi, our stores are still closed because, well, there's still a pandemic going on. Even if things are getting better, the thing is still there. But we still have our fantastic online store that you can go. Like, I would be much more impressed as a company going, nah, we're not opening. We're not opening stores. It might be worse. We might get less revenue and make less profits only having online going. But it means there's one less excuse for people to leave the house and get into, closed spaces and large groups of people, which is really fucking stupid at the moment, considering it's still here. It's still a thing. We're gonna have the second wave. I would not be surprised by this point if we have a second wave of the virus because people are being stupid. My estimate was probably late August, early September, but now people are being stupid. That's pushed right back. Who's ready for a pandemic-filled Christmas? I think that might be pushing it a bit too far, but I think we'll still be in some, irregularity at that point. As long as I can still see family at Christmas, to some degree see family at Christmas and sit down and have a family meal with people, I'd be fine. We'll very much get to Christmas here at some point, but we've got more days to cover, so let's carry on. National Martini Day, a drink that I don't remember if I've had or not, and the favourite drink of, or at least was the favourite drink of a certain famous spy, which famous spy is kind of a contradiction in terms. If you're a very good spy, no one should know who you are. It makes sense, doesn't it? But yeah, I don't have any recollection of whether or not I've had martinis before, and this video is already longer than the first take, and I was on the second to last day on the first take before it crashed, and like I said, that was about an 8-minute recording, so let's move on. It's National Watch Day. We don't need watches anymore. We carry around supercomputers with us, that have the time on them. It has the time on it. You can see how awful I am at recording. Yes, I have a Zomcom background, don't worry about it. Wallpaper, don't worry about it. My background is some random shit I got off Reddit. That thing, which is pretty cool, honestly. But yes, I was like, right, yes, we don't need watches, we have supercomputers. But even when it comes to watches, they make watches with no fucking numbers on them. What the fuck? If I'm gonna have a watch that has no numbers on them, I'm gonna have it be fancy, like those hexagonal, and they've got the lights around the edges, so the corners of the flats are, so it'd be 12 is the flat, then 1, 2 is the next flat, 3 in that shape, or the other way around, because I think whichever one would be more logical. Something fancy. If I'm not gonna have numbers, I'm gonna have something weird and cool. Partially because I can't read analog, but that's a completely different issue. Because my brain can't parse, even though I know why, can't parse which hand is which. And I think it's because, I might be wrong here, but I think it's because the longer hand is for the shorter period of time. I think the long hand is the minute hand, yeah? Which is and you'd think that I can do that I'd then be able to read it, but my brain still goes, no, that's the long one, that should be the hour, because that's the longer period of time. Tell me I'm not gonna point, right? I'm sure it's a dyslexia thing. I think it's a dyslexia thing, is why I can't do it, but yeah. My brain goes, this makes no sense. It's like my dad's car, its lock is reversed, so we're constantly having to double check that we've actually locked it. Because you know how a lock works. There's a wall, there's a door, and the thing you turn the key and you turn the latch into the wall. This has it's a digital lock, so it doesn't matter, but it has it turning away to be locking and turn towards to be unlocking, which is backwards, and it's baffling. And I know this video is getting longer, shut up. It's the Friday before Father's Day, which I can say definitively because unlike Mother's Day, where they're different for some reason, our Father's Days are the same. It is the Friday before Father's Day, and as such it is Wet Bloat Day, which is The blue is in all caps for some reason. There is blue on this shirt, my Dragon Ball Z Abridged shirt, but that's it. That's the most blue. I don't care for these days anyway. Like, the worst is I think it's a very American thing, but if you're not wearing green on St. Patrick's Day, you're open for pinching. You pinch me, I'm gonna punch you. Fuck that. It's like, it's not sociable. Just because people have said it's a thing doesn't make it suddenly okay. I've ranted, I've waxed lyrical. I think that's the right use of that phrase. I don't know, it's a phrase that I keep getting in my head. I've spoken at length about the whole escalator thing and how that's just social norms acting themselves out in a way that's really stupid. The pinching thing is also a thing that is people just going, yeah, this is socially acceptable because someone said it should be. Like, no, I'm gonna punch. It's simple. It's fair. You've been warned, and if you've not watched this video, well, why haven't you? Come watch this video. How are you hearing me say that you have about this if you... I'm moving on. The last 2 days are for the third Friday in June, which today also is, and the first is National Take Back the Lunch Break Day, or a lunch break day, or something like that. It's there, but I don't want to have to keep turning back because it doesn't make for very good TV. This isn't TV, this is the internet. But that's beside the point. But yeah, if you aren't getting proper breaks, talk to Trading Standards or Trades Union or something like that. There's going to be some organisation you can talk to because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. And if it's not illegal, it fucking should be. Jesus Christ. Give people proper breaks. Burnout is a thing. Burnout is a very real thing. Like, the fucking Japanese work ethic sometimes is fucking stupid. The base concept is fine. Encouraging people to stay as long as possible to get work done. That's fine. But it's when you get people the idea of, oh, we're staying to do work. We're staying to do work. You stay here as well. Like, you stay and work as well. I've got no work left. You stay and work as well. That's toxic. That's a toxic environment. Not getting proper breaks is also a toxic environment. Toxic environments aren't great, and burnout is not great. Burnout can not only worsen mental health, but it can cause mental health problems. It can actually be the impetus for it. So give your fucking workers decent breaks. Jesus Christ, why am I having to tell you this? I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you this. I don't have a workforce as it stands, as much as I kind of need one to do most of the stuff I actually want to do. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. I don't know, because this is the second recording and they all bleed together. But I need a proper workforce to do the stuff I want to do. I will treat them I don't say people to work for me. I will say people to work with, because they are still people. And everyone has something they're good at, and that's always how I've seen teamwork, right? Like, I'm good at ideas, I'm good at solving problems, I'm good at, giving you the things, but putting it into practice and making the things less so. Like, I have loads of ideas, and I have some capacity as a writer, which I think is probably most accurate as a title. It's like I'm writing a card game. I want to do sketches and stuff and things, and like next year I'm going to have to actually do stuff. I'm going to have to write. I'm going to have to be prepared to some capacity for whatever schedule I make. It won't be daily. I'm not doing this again without actual reason to. It's like I would vlog every day if my life was interesting, but it's not. I spend most of my day inside doing nothing. Like, that's how yesterday's video ended up being pinball. But that's beside the point. The point is people should have proper breaks for lunch and otherwise. And yeah, I need people to work with so I can actually do some of these great ideas I have. And finally, National Flip Flop Day. Or as the Australians call them, thongs, which is fucking fantastic and very confusing to anyone who doesn't know that. Like, I'm gonna go get my thongs on. Wait, what? Yeah, no, thongs on my feet. Oh, right, okay. The world is fantastic and backwards sometimes. Yeah, I've not got anything to add to that. I'm not a fan. They're okay. I don't even wear proper sandals anymore as much as I should. Then again, I don't go some places where you need I don't go beaches or anything. It's been a while since I've been at a beach. That's something we should organise, actually. That might be fun. Don't know about, with quarantine and everything, and the lockdown stuff, don't know about so much about a beach episode a day of the day, but if we could do a beach episode a day of the day, oh, that'd be fun. There is a beach within relative driving distance. Oh, that could be fun. oh, that's probably not going to happen, but I kind of want to make that happen. It's not going to be nearly as interesting as you think it is. But it'd be fun. Anyway, with this video getting too long, please join the flock and subscribe. Embrace the chaos. Share this video and the videos of the playlist because I get no promotion from Google. It's in my pocket now. It's constantly listening to me. It has to be, because it's got a voice recognition thing in it. So it's constantly listening to me. It knows I criticize the company all the time. It's not doing anything about it. But yeah, so I get no promotion, so please be my promotion and share these. And a reminder that we will change the world. That is our goal. Some of it is already in place with the people, with all the people that are supporting Black Lives Matter movement, all the people that are speaking out in the recent allegations regarding certain people in the wrestling community being abusive in varying forms, all of you people that are actively doing stuff to fight hate, fight negativity. I'm pretty sure this month is Pride Month somewhere, because I keep seeing Pride stuff coming up. That is also very much on brand, because yeah, equality is important, and I don't know why we don't have a better sense of it in the modern era, in this century, in the era in which we exist, because I don't think there's place for that sort of individuality, that sort of singling out, certainly by race and gender and who you choose to love or not love if you happen to be aromantic. I'm actually about to hit the time limit on my camera because this has a 20-minute recording time count limit. So all there is left to do is for me to say see you tomorrow and goodbye.